I'm gonna show you how to suck your stomach in like a skeleton.
Let's go.
Hey, what's up guys? My name is Mitchell Spadafore. I'm an IFBB Pro men's physique competitor. I'm here at Criticalbench headquarters today, and I'm really excited to show you a lot of the information that I've learned over the last 5 years. So I've been bodybuilding for, I'd say 6 years now, and I just fell in love with the process. So the first thing that I want to teach you today is the vacuum pose. So the vacuum pose is something that I learned prior to bodybuilding. As a young kid, we would practice sucking in our stomach just because it looked cool, and we're like, oh, okay, let's try it. So I'd be like that, and people would be like, whoa, how do you do that? And I'm like, I don't know, I just suck my stomach in. And literally I just started having fun with it. Well, come to find out, it's like a vintage bodybuilding pose. And when you can hold that with specific poses as well, it gives the aesthetic look to it, and it gives that overall classic vibe as well. So today I want to show you some exercises that I do to improve my vacuum. The first thing that I want to show you is something that you can do in the bathroom. So the first tip that I want to give you is when you're practicing your vacuum pose, you do want to do it prior to eating. It's much easier to do so because you're able to have an empty stomach, you don't have as much food in you, as much water, and you're able to suck your stomach in a lot more, which will also help with core control. So I'm going to show this first one. This is going to be a sink counter as we're emulating this. Now, the reason it's beneficial for the sink counter is because all of your weight is leaned forward, and it's a lot easier because this is all relaxed. So when this is all relaxed, basically what you do, you got your feet grounded, and you're just gonna go and just hold that for about 5 seconds. So usually what I'll do personally, and depending on your level of expertise, for beginners, I'd say do about 5 of those. So hold it for like 5 seconds, you go. And ideally when you are doing it, you usually aren't breathing out of your nose because as you can see, like air will continue to come throughout your stomach, and that's not what you want. You want to be able to hold your breath. It's kind of like holding your breath underwater, and it really helps with the V-taper around this area because you're sucking in from your stomach. Now when you're doing normal ab exercises, making your waist smaller isn't always easy as it seems to be. And I found this past year that when I wasn't doing vacuum poses, my waist was actually a little bit larger, like just in this vicinity from my core not being as strong all right here. So like I said, that's the first one. Now for intermediate level, I'd say do 8 repetitions. So I'll do a couple just to demonstrate. Get a good base, get your hands on the counter, get your feet locked in the ground. Go 1, 2, 3. So I'd say for expert, 10 to 15 seconds would be feasible, intermediate 8 to 10 seconds. And basically what makes it easier is you're leaning all your weight forward. So when you're standing up like this, you have your center of balance obviously in this direction. Now when you're leaning forward, you're able to suck in your stomach a lot more than usual because of the angle. So it's all about the angle itself. That's one of the exercises I do in the morning. Before I forget, remember to scroll down into the pinned comments to download your free 7 testosterone killers report. Astronomical value in that itself. It's a free report, and go download that now. For number 2, I'm gonna go over another one that is a favorite of mine. Now this one's a lot harder. The first one I do recommend for beginners, so I'd say do that maybe 4 or 5 times a week. You get up in the morning, it takes you a couple minutes, and you'd be shocked to know what results you would see of core strength simply from doing the vacuum pose. It's amazing. Like even for myself, when I forget to do it sometimes, because we're all human, we forget to do things, and I start doing it again for a few days at a time, and it's like instantaneously that this area starts coming in more, this area tightens up. So the second exercise I'm gonna show you, I suck in my vacuum and then I squeeze out. So basically, I'm gonna go and I press out like that. So when I'm pressing out somewhat aggressively, and usually doing about 5 to 6 reps of those. So I'm gonna do 5 reps just to demonstrate. So I'll go. So as you can see, I'm working two different muscles doing that. I'm pressing out, which helps a lot here. Oh. Perfect. So yeah, that's more of an intermediate exercise. It is a little bit difficult. Basically, I'm thinking about holding in my stomach for about 3 seconds, and then instead of just letting it out easily, I'm squeezing my stomach together, which it just gives it a whole type of different exercise. So rather than sucking in, you're pressing out, and it's just another variation. So that's number 2. Like I said, that would be for beginners. The second one together would probably be for intermediate. And then the third, I'm going to demonstrate. So the third one's a personal favorite of mine. I really like these because it's a big challenge. Basically, I'll hold it as long as I can for 5 to 6 reps. So I will hold it as long as possible, take about a 5-second rest, and then following the 5-second, not even a 5-second rest to be honest, I just suck it right back in and just hold it as long as I can. Now, intentionally, you will be extremely tired afterwards. Like, you will be out of breath, you're supposed to be. And as you do this each and every day, and if you want to be an expert, and you want to be an expert on the vacuum pose, these 3 exercises, I promise you do these for 30 days straight, you would see astronomical results. So I'm gonna go over this one just like I did the last one, do about 5 reps. So I'm gonna go. Take one breath, I'd say, and then go back in. And as you can see, you can feel yourself letting out, and you're holding your breath. Another thing that's really important, especially with posing and anything that you're doing, is your grounding. So I'm always thinking about my feet staying locked into the ground, kind of like cement floors. So when I'm doing these, my body is stable, everything's in place, my shoulders are retracted, I'm aligned, my spine is aligned. I'm not only thinking about doing the vacuum itself, because if I was, I'd just be like this. So my feet aren't locked in the ground. Now when I'm doing this, I got a good lock. I almost think when I'm posing and doing these type of exercises, I'm thinking about being a statue. So I'm holding there. Do a couple more. And ideally, you want to continue to suck in like while you're doing it. You don't want to just hold at that point. Like, I'm trying to hold in as long as possible. I'm trying to hold my breath as long as possible. So that way I'm using all that, like the transverse abdominis, that the center of the abs that you don't usually get from doing other ab exercises. So. And to even keep it fun sometimes, honestly, I like doing this in the mirror because you can get bored of it. If you get bored of something, you're not gonna enjoy it. So I'll add something in. For me personally, I'll even do poses. So I'll do that exercise, still holding them in, and I'll do, this is one of my favorite poses. So and as you can see, it's a lot of paying attention to little details. So with posing specifically, I was standing tall with the vacuum pose. I need to keep my feet in a good position, but the pose itself, it's just for fun. Like, you're looking at yourself in the mirror, you see a little double bicep, and you're like, oh wow, that looks cool, rather than just sucking in your stomach. So that's just a little fun bit of information. And I can reassure you, if you try all 3 of those for, let's say, 5 to 6 days at a time, you would be shocked just to see how your stomach will improve. Now, I'm gonna give you another core tip on top of the vacuum. So a lot of people, when they stand like this. Okay, see my stomach? There's no core, like I'm not squeezing at all. So I'm always observant of people and their posture and just the way they stand and such. So I was speaking to a friend last week and I was like, hey, you realize like you should tighten your stomach a little bit while standing. Just have it a little bit like flexed. So even just doing that and being conscious of keeping your core a little bit engaged while standing, while walking, you'll reap the rewards from it. You'll see the definition in your abs starting to come out, even if you're not training abs from doing that, because you're being conscious of keeping them engaged. Another tip for, let's say even a back pose, just overall poses. So I'll show the comparison. So when I'm doing a back pose like this, that's without my vacuum sucked in. So when you suck in your vacuum, it really brings out your waist and allows everything to tighten back here. So now I'll demonstrate with the vacuum. So. And as you can see, just like before, just keeping everything aligned, keeping posture in importance and feet locked in the ground. The more you practice the vacuum pose, the better, to be honest. Like I said, you can do it in the morning, but if you're really looking to see results as fast as possible, if you want the vacuum pose to be one of your poses, or you want your core to really improve, every time you go to the bathroom, pull up your shirt, suck in your stomach, you'll see changes from that. Little details that you can do. You're going to the bathroom, you're gonna look at yourself in the mirror, you know that. Especially if you're in the fitness industry, that's a commonality. But even for me, when I was at work, I'd hold my vacuums for a little while, and it's just extra practice. Hey guys, just wanted to thank you for watching. I hope you learned a lot of information about the vacuum pose during my video. Now, don't forget to download the 7 worst testosterone killers report down in the pinned comments. In addition, I want to remind you to subscribe to the Criticalbench channel and also like this video if you learned some new information. And I'm really looking forward to seeing your responses to the video itself and seeing if you receive some value out of it. And if there's any other questions that some may have, maybe about some new exercises. And I'm looking forward to seeing the result of this video. So thank you for watching.